Right, okay, so we're going to start on the ball with some stretching. So first of all, sit on the ball with your knees a bit wider than hip distance, feet are, so I've got my toes on the floor. I cheat a little bit. I put my toes on the floor and I put my heel like that, and it traps the ball sometimes. So just when I first start, I tend to just sit, so I'm sitting on the ball, just bouncing on it. Just getting yourself comfortable. Or you can put your feet right on the floor and pull the ball in against the calf. Okay, push the ball backwards and then pull it forward. So keeping the waist to the head still and moving that lower back, moving that middle back, moving that upper back. Arching, rounding, arching, rounding. 2 more. Pushing right back, right forward. So really get that mobilization going here. Good. And then make that movement smaller and smaller, and then go sideways. So I'm going left, right, left. So this works the hip joint, and it also works the waist, and it's working through those ribs, and in turn it'll be working through those shoulders. So when we sit on the mat, we're a bit static with our hips. We don't get this mobility. Okay, hands on the legs again. Now stop in the middle. Now push the ball back, take it to the right, take it all the way around in a circle. So try and make that circle smooth. So again, you're getting the ankles working, the knees are working, the hips are working. The waist, ribs, shoulders. So we're moving our whole body. So the only other way of doing this is in a swing pool. Good, one more circle that way and then the other way. All the way around. Good, 3 more. 2 more. 1 more, and then stop in the middle. Then do a figure of 8. So I'm going to go off to the left, so forwards and round, and down. So it's basically 2 circles. So it's a bit of coordination of those tummy muscles. Good. And then go the other way. So we're getting movement through those legs. Good. Okay, stopping there. Slide that left leg forward. Turn that body to that leg and roll those arms all the way down towards that foot. So holding onto that ankle or that shin, roll the ball to the left, roll the ball right. So we get the different muscles of, or different cells of the hamstring stretching, all the different fibers, turning left, turning right, getting it on the inner thigh more, getting on the outside of the leg. Leave that left hand on that left leg and turn to that right leg, so you push the ball away, stretch through that lower back a bit. And then swing those hands around. So we keep the right hand on the ankle, the left hand on the floor, and you get more on the outside of this leg. And then come back to the middle. Lift yourself back up to tall and put that right leg out straight. Turn that chest towards that right leg. So left leg's bent. Turn the chest to the right and slide those hands down to that right foot. Rolling the ball left, rolling it right. Rolling it left, rolling it right. Reaching down towards those feet. And then hold on to the right leg with the right hand. Take the left hand across, push the ball right to the extreme to the right, sorry. Stretching through that lower back, keeping that chest low. And then swing the body over the leg to the other side. So we do this when we're kneeling. We did it a bit yesterday. And then back to the front, swing that ball left, swing it right. And then walk those hands back up that leg. Pull the ball in a little bit. Take those feet out wide and we're going to stretch the inner thigh. So lift the chest up tall, bend at the hip here, take that chest forward and down. Knuckles on the floor, hands on the floor, however you want to do it. You can put your hands like a sort of crab or you can put your palms flat. Take those feet apart, pull those knees straight. Make sure your feet are parallel, you haven't got your toes turned out. Lower that chest down, feel the stretch through that inner thigh, loosen that head and neck. Take your arms further apart if you need for balance. And then bend the left knee, walk the hands a bit towards that left foot, lower that chest down and feel the stretch on the inner thigh on the right side. Also flexing that left hip. Walk those hands back to the center, bend that right knee, push that left leg straight and lower that chest down, stretching the inner thigh on the left, lengthening the body. And then walk those hands back towards the middle. Make both those legs straight, lower that chest down to the floor further. Feel the stretch through the inner thigh. Walk those hands back towards the ball, bring those feet back in, lengthen the head away from the tailbone, straight body, bring yourself back up. Turn yourself sideways on the ball. So for me, this is one of the really important ones on the ball. So sitting sideways, I'm facing left, I'm sitting on my right buttock. I'm pulling my pubic bone forward so that my pelvis is vertical. Lift that head up high to the ceiling. Pull this back knee into the ball so we engage the muscles in the front of this back leg. So it's in a place of stretch. So vertical body, Sandra Moore, pubic bone down to the floor. Bring that back foot a little bit closer. So bring your back foot closer to the front foot. Bend this knee, this back knee more. Lift that body up and pull this knee in towards the ball. So you tense the front of this leg. Lifting up tall, breathing in. On the out breath, bring that right hand up into the sky. Release the pull of the knee into the ball and push that right hand up high. Bring it over the head and stretch through that right hand side. Pushing that hand up, pushing that hand over. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then release that hand. Release that leg, turn around to the front. Turn all the way around to the other side. So first of all, I sit on that right buttock. All right, the left leg, I just let hang straight down. I'll pull the pubic bone forward, lift that body up. Now I can take that left leg back a little bit and stretch. And then I pull this knee into the ball. So I tense the front of this back leg. Lifting up nice and tall. Breathing in. Breathing out. Sitting up nice and tall. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bring this left arm up into the sky. Push that left arm up high. Pulling that knee in towards the ball. Breathing in. Breathing out, push that arm up, push that knee down. Breathing in, breathing out. And then stretching through that hip, releasing the pull of the back knee, stretching, stretching, and then release that arm and let yourself come down. Right, give yourself some space. We're going to roll forwards on the ball. So we're going to stretch over it. So sitting up, sitting onto your ball. Okay, walk. So sit facing the. So I've got it at the back of the mat, and I'm going to roll myself forwards, get my back on the ball, knees are bent, rest the back of the head on the ball. So I've got my knees bent, back of the head on the ball, shoulders are on the ball. Take your feet a bit wider than hip distance in order to keep the balance. Keep your bum in contact with the ball. If you bend the knees a bit, the bum lowers to the floor. If you straighten the legs a bit, the head goes down towards the floor. So we're just going to slowly bend the knees a bit, lower the bum, and then straighten and let the head go down. And then bend and let the bum go down. And then straighten and let the head go down. And then bend, take those arms straight up into the sky. Take those arms all the way out wide, let those arms hang, let the inside of those arms feel the stretch. Spread your fingers, palms are up. Pull the backs of those arms into the ball, breathing in. Breathing out, straightening those knees. Let those arms swing up towards the head. And then bend those knees and let the bum lower to the floor. Keep your eyes fixed on a point on the ceiling. Straighten those knees, let those arms swing and bring those arms all the way around to above the head. Reaching over, so we're a straight body, straight knees. And then bend the knees and let the arms swing round to the side. And then straighten the knees and let those arms come overhead, pushing those hands, pushing those fingertips away from those toes. So just fix a point on the wall so that you can keep your balance. Lengthening, pushing the bum into the ball, push the lower back into the ball, push the shoulders into the ball, feel the stretch through the front of the body as you change the pressure on the ball. Bend those knees, let those arms come down out wide to the side. Spread those fingers. Pull the backs of the arms into the ball. Pull the backs of the arms in. Let the ball, swing on the ball and let those arms just swing up, swing down. So we get really good stretch through this chest, through these arms. Really good stretch. Straighten those legs. Let those arms come straight overhead. Pull those knees down, stretch through that hip flexor, stretch through the fascia of the belly. Lengthening, opening that chest. Breathing in, breathing out. So as you breathe in, feel the tension in the groin area of the stretch. Breathe in. Feel it in my hip flexors, feel it in my armpits, and then breathe out. It's like deflating a ball. Bend those knees, let those arms come down to the side. Bring the chin into the chest. Walk the feet towards the ball. Bring the hands onto the ball, and use the ball to sit yourself up. Walking those feet back. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Push that ball back. Roll that ball forward. Roll that ball back. Roll that ball forward. Sit up tall. Go left with it. Go right. Go left. Go right. Circles with that ball one way. And then circles with that ball the other way. So even if all you do with your ball is that, that is a definite benefit to what we get on the floor. Right, we're going to have a sideways stretch. So we need a wall space. So we're not going to do the sit-ups, but we're just going to do the stretch. So find a wall space. So you're going to take the ball over. So just watch me with this one, Sandra. Take the ball over. So here's my wall. I'm going to take my feet 1 meter apart. Again, with them close to the wall. So I've got 1 foot they're about half a meter, 3/4 of a meter apart with the heel. I put the ball in the middle of between my heel of my back foot and my toes of my front foot. I bend the back knee and I lay my hip on the ball and then move my feet so that I become stabilized. Take that left hand down to the floor, straighten those legs out and bring that right arm all the way up, all the way over. Let that head hang down. Push those, push through that side. So push that right hand away from that right hip. Lengthening, stretching, breathing in, breathing out. Bring that right hand up towards the sky. Push off that left hand and just lift. Yeah, so that's fine. So here we can come up or just lift. So just move that hand or foot off the floor. And then I'm going to come back down with the hand on the floor and the right hand comes down to stretch over. So I stretch through that right side. Bring that right hand up to the sky. Lift yourself up. So I'm just moving my hand a small bit off the floor. Literally about a finger length. And then lower back down again. Stretch. Push that right leg away from that right hand. Lengthening. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bring that right hand up. Push those feet. Lift a little bit. So just so my hand is free off the floor, and then put it back on the floor, and then reach and stretch. Okay, now if you want, you can roll onto your tummy, so the ball rolls sideways, or so we're going to change sides basically. So you can roll on your tummy. It will mean your feet have to walk up the wall a little bit, or you can just stand up and turn. So now my right hand is on the floor. My legs are straight, left leg's in front, it's on the top. Bring that left hand all the way over and reach down towards the floor. My right hand is on the floor, lengthening, stretching through that side. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring that left hand up into the sky and then just push off that right hand so it's loose off the floor. So I'm not coming any higher than that. And then release, go back onto the right hand, left hand all the way over, reaching to the floor. Let that head hang down. Push that head down, push that arm down, stretching through that side, breathing in. Bring that left hand up and lift. And then lowering down. Stretching. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bring that arm up and lift. And then lower. Lengthen. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Bring that arm up. Put it on the side. Roll onto your tummy so you come back to the original spot. I can't see you, Sandra, so I hope you're okay. So I'm back on the original spot on my tummy. Heels are against the wall. And I maybe wiggle that ball in a bit closer towards my feet. And I can turn my feet so my toes are out, heels are in order to give myself a bit more stability. And then I'm just going to have my hands are on the floor over the ball. Clench the bum, push the bum into the ball and the head and chest lift. Ease with the bum and lower. Clench with the bum and lift. Ease with the bum and lower. Clench with the bum and lift. Ease with the bum and lower. Clench with the bum and lift. Ease with the bum and lower. Clench with the bum, lift and hold it here. Bring those hands back down to by the ribs on the ball. Take those hands around so they're parallel to the side of the body. Lengthen the body, lengthen the head. Lift those arms up. 5, 4, squeeze the chest. 3, 2, 1. Hold high. Ease that body down, keeping those hands there. Clench and lift. Ease and lower. I can't see you, Sandra, to help you, so I hope you're okay. Clench and lift. Ease and lower. Clench and lift. So we're getting that bum engaged. Now bring those arms into that pitchfork position. Pulse those arms back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower down. Good. Hands to the floor. Good. I can see you sat to the side of the camera now. So I'm to get the ball a bit more under your tummy, so not so close to your legs. Bring it a little bit higher up so that your chest is on the ball. So I've got, when I'm down like this, it's resting, my whole torso is resting on the ball. So I'm going to clench, lift push my pubic bone into the ball, come straight, take those arms beside. So I'm like a torpedo, a long straight Eddie the Eagle, flying skier. Pulse those arms up behind you for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those elbows. Pulse those hands back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that body down over the ball so it's straight, and then put the hands on the floor. Okay, one more of them. So we're going to clench with the bum. Push the pubic bone in the ball, lifts us up to straight. Take those arms out by your side. Lift those arms straight up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those elbows. Pass those hands behind you for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the body down, pop those hands on the floor. Okay, walk yourself forwards a little bit, just a few centimeters, a few inches, so you come away from the wall. So I just literally walked myself a few inches away, so my feet, I can lift my feet and they're just touching the wall. If you want to come further away from the wall, you need to move the ball out. So I don't really need to come out. So the ball stays under us. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Are we all right? Okay, we're just going to lift the legs up, then we'll come onto the floor. So lengthening the body, clench with the bum, lift up that right leg and lower. Clench with the bum, lift up that left leg and lower. Clench with the bum, lift the right leg and lower. So the benefit of this is that the foot's in front of us, it's lower. Clench, lift that left leg. So when we do this on our tummy, and we were feeling in our lower back, it's because we haven't got a bend in the pelvis. Clench, lift the right leg and lower. Clench, lift the left leg and lower. Clench, lift the right leg and lower. So we can do this when we're on all fours. Clench, lift the left leg and lower. Clench, lift the right leg, hold it. Now lift the left leg as well. Lower both legs down. Clench, you might need to move your hands forward a bit. Clench and lift both legs up. Lower both legs down. Lift both legs up. Lower both legs down. Lift both legs up. Take the legs apart. Bring them together. Take them apart. Bring them together. Take them apart, bring them together and lower to the floor. Okay, walk yourself back towards the wall, put your hands on the ball and we'll come off it. Give the blood, our heads some free space from the blood rushing into our heads. Right, so with the, so for the ball to one side, so we've had a bit of a stretch, we've got the core working a bit. Come and sit on your mats. We've got the glutes working a bit. We've got the upper back working a bit. So we've got our body normalized and we've started to stabilize. So sitting up nice and tall, have those feet flat on the floor. Hold on to those knees, lift that body up. Lift that body up. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Bring those arms all the way up into the sky. Big circle with those arms, dust the floor. Finish with those arms in front. Lean back, keeping that chest up. So we do some of the ab ones. sit up tall. So we do this on the ball. Lean back. Sit up tall. So the benefit of the ball is we get to go high, to extend more. Lean back. So to 45 degrees. Sit up tall. So Sandra, chest up. So we're leaning back, not rolling back. Chest up, lean back to 45 degrees. Sit up tall. 3 more like that. Lean back. Sit up tall. Lean back. Sit up tall. Lean back, hold it there. Now roll down to flat. So push the lower abs onto the floor, middle abs, upper abs, all the back down. Take those arms straight up overhead, breathing in. On the out breath, bring those arms up, roll all the way up to vertical, all the way up to vertical. Arms are in front. Roll all the way down to flat. Arms come up, arms come overhead, breathing in. On the out breath, arms to the sky, roll all the way up to vertical, chest up. Roll all the way down to flat. Bring those arms up, bring them over the head. Flat on the floor, breathe in. On the out breath, arms up to the sky, roll all the way up to vertical. Arms horizontal, good. All the way down to flat. Arms coming up, arms coming overhead. This time, we're going to push the arms straight up in the sky as we come up. So bring those arms up to the sky. Rolling up, push those arms straight up and sit up tall. Good. Chest up, good. Roll down underneath those hands. Take those hands all the way down onto the floor. Breathing in. On the out breath, bring those hands up to the sky. Roll all the way up, sit up vertical. Good. Roll all the way down. Bring those hands flat onto the floor. Bring those arms up, roll all the way up, reach up to the sky. Roll all the way down, take those arms down to the floor, breathing in. On the out breath, arms up, roll all the way up. Hold yourself here, cross those arms over. Lean back vertically, turn to the right. Center, turn left. Center, turn right, center, turn left, center, chest up, turn right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center, left. Stay at the center. Bring those arms in front. Roll yourself down to flat. Leave the arms on the floor beside you. Lengthen those legs out to straight, drawing that core. Breathing in, roll those shoulders into the floor, neutral spine, bottom ribs, middle ribs, top ribs, all in contact with the ground. Drawing that core, take that right leg straight up into the sky. Take the right leg straight back down to the floor. Take the left leg straight up into the sky. Take it straight down to the floor. Bring that right leg straight up into the sky. Hold it there. Flex the foot down to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toe. Take it up in the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the foot down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toe up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the foot down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg. Point the toe, bring it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the foot down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toe up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point, lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toes, lift that right leg up for 3, 2, 1. Take the left leg up for 3, 2, 1. Take those arms up the back of the legs. Pull those legs over your face, bringing that body up. So we're coming into a kind of plow. Keep those legs horizontal to the floor, stretching that lower back, pushing those toes away from the tailbone. Release that back slowly onto the ground. Keep those shoulders down, keep that head down. Unpeeling, keep those legs vertical. Lift the upper part of the body up to those feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold those calves. Bring those legs over the head. Curling. Getting those legs horizontal to the floor. Breathing in, stretching through that back. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out, lower that back to the floor. Keep that head down, keep those shoulders down, unpeel. Keep those legs vertical, breathe in. Lift up to the feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those arms out out wide, take that head down. Palms down, shoulders into the floor, lower the legs to the left. Far as you can. Push off that left shoulder, legs to the center. Lower those legs to the right. Hold, push off that shoulder, bring those legs to the center. Lower to the left. So mine are going to about halfway down. Bring them up to the sky. Lower them to the right. Bring them back up to the sky. Lower them left. Bring them back up. Lower them right. Bring them back up. So I'm using my shoulder, using my tummy muscles. 2 more. Down to the left. Hold. Bring them back up. Down to the right. Hold. Bring them back up. 1 more, down to the left, so they don't have to come this far. Go as far as you feel comfortable. Back to the top, and then down to the right. And then back to the top, bend those knees. Keeping those arms out at 90 degrees, roll those shoulders into the floor, realign your spine, lower ribs, middle ribs, top ribs, back of the head into the ground, eyes vertical. Flatten that lower back, lift the tailbone up, release, push the tailbone down, arch that lower back, keep the bottom ribs down, don't hunch the shoulders. Flatten the lower back, lift the tailbone, arch the lower back, keep those bottom ribs, so focus on organizing the body. Flatten that lower back, lift that tailbone. Arch that lower back, keep those bottom ribs. So that's the hard one, arching, keeping the bottom ribs down. Flatten the lower back, lift. And then find that middle position. Make sure those lower ribs are touching. Breathing in. On the out breath, both heels to the floor. Neutral spine, keep the neck relaxed. Bring both legs up. Keep that torso still, both heels to the floor. Keeping strong. Lift both heels up. Breathing in on the out breath, both heels down to the floor. Lift both heels up. Keep your knees at 90 degrees. Don't let your knee joint change angle. Lower those heels to the floor so that we get that rotation at the hip. Lift those knees up. Both heels over to the floor. Hover them on the ground. They can just touch lightly. Slide those legs out straight. Bring those legs back in. Keep them lightly on the floor. Slide those legs out straight. Keep that neutral spine, keep those shoulders relaxed. Rock that head, bring those legs back in. So we're controlled and engaged. Slide those legs out. So we do this on the ball. We take the legs out straight. We bring those legs in. Push the heels in the floor, clench the bum, lift the glutes up off the ground, come into the bridge. Pushing into those hip flexors. Breathing in, lowering that back all the way down into the ground. Come into neutral, soften those feet on the floor so they're very light, straighten those legs out. So this is a ball action we often do. Bring those legs in, push through the heels, come into neutral, curling up into the bridge, clenching with the bum, stretching those hip flexors. Really pushing the glutes up at the pubic bone high and then lower that back one vertebra at a time. Come into neutral spine, draw in the core, hover those feet, slide them out straight. Clench with the bum. Bring those legs back in. Push through the heels, flatten the back, lift up into that bridge, holding up high, clenching. Lower that body down, all the way down to the ground, arch the back at the bottom, slide those legs out straight. One more, slide those legs back in, neutral spine, push the heels in the floor, clench with the bum, flatten the back, lift the body up into that bridge, hold yourself here, hold yourself, bring those hands in so they're touching that hip. Feel the hip bone, same height off the floor. Push that right heel in the ground. Straighten that left leg out. Bend the leg, bring it in. So this is actually easier on the ball. The ball's moving, but it's easier to keep your neutral spine and your pelvis up. Push that left heel into the floor. Bring that right leg straight. Put that right leg down. Push those heels into the floor. Left leg up straight. Bring that left leg down. Right heel into the floor. Bring that left leg out straight. Bring that left heel down. Lower that body down to the ground. Neutral spine, feet are soft. Slide those legs out straight. Drawing in that core. Bring those legs back in. Flatten the back in the ground, heels on the floor, balls of the feet up. Push that pubic bone up into the sky in the bridge. Clench and lift. Push that left heel in the ground. Lift that right leg straight. Put that leg down. Push the right heel in the ground. Lift that left leg straight. Push that leg down. Push the right left heel in the ground. Put the right leg straight. Bring it down, push the other heel. So when you push the heel in the ground, so I've pushed my right leg heel in the ground, push the hips towards the left, straighten the left leg, bring it down. Push that other leg, other heel into the ground. Keep those hips straight, lift that other leg up. Lower, now lower the body down to the floor, arch the back at the bottom. Draw in the core, slide those legs out straight, clenching with that bum. Bring those hands up into the sky. Roll yourself all the way up to sitting. Sit up nice and vertical, arms horizontal in front, breathe in. Breathe out, lower yourself down to the ground. Bring those arms down by your side, draw those shoulders in, slide those heels into the bum, push through the heels, bridging, clench, lift. Hold yourself tall, push that right heel in the floor, take that left leg straight. Put that left leg back, push the left heel in the floor, push the hips to the right, lift that right leg up. Bring that right leg down. Push the right heel in the floor, push the hips left, lift that left leg up. Bring that left heel down, push the left heel in the floor, scoot the hips to the right, lift that right leg up. Bring that right leg down, lower that body down to the ground. Neutral spine, slide those legs out straight. Bring those arms up into the sky. Roll yourself all the way up to sitting. Good, vertically, reaching forward over those feet. Sitting up tall, leaning back. Sitting up tall, reaching forwards. Sitting up tall, bring those arms all the way up into the sky. Bring them all the way out wide. Put them on the floor behind. Lift that chest up. Take that chin up into the air. Breathing in on the out breath. Bring that chin all the way down into the chest. Bring the chin up. Turn the head to the right. And then turn the head to the left. And then bring the eyes back to the front. Push off those hands. Push the seat bones in the floor. Bring those hands all the way high into the sky. Breathing in. Take those hands together, reach them up. Take the eyes up, stretch the front of the body, push the knees down. Big breath in, release those arms out wide, rest them on the legs. And roll your shoulders.